Joe, boys Geraldines coach Bobby Tier. Bobby, new season this year, new structure in the Premier Division. Obviously, I went through this with the other managers. You've got a top 6 and bottom 6 after the first round of games. What do you make of the new structure, and do you think it's a good move?
Yeah, look, it's a bit of a weird one. I suppose it's one of those has their the pros and cons. Look, there was some heavy scores last year, and for the amount of walkovers and stuff, like some teams are getting a bit disheartened. So I suppose in that kind of respect, it's good. But the other side of it, into the top 6, I don't know. I suppose it is a race to get to the top 6. But if you get there, then just even for ourselves, for example, if we do break into the top 6, if we have a good start to the season, if the bigger clubs come pinch our lads, and then it's kind of the case of after the Christmas break, you don't want to be on the receiving end of a tanking either, So, look, it's one of those, we're aiming to get there, we want to be competing with those, that's the standard we want to get to, So, but then it's the other side of it. Then in that kind of the bottom 6 as such, you kind of get rewarded for.
Yeah, do you feel you're kind of as Geraldines, you're caught in the middle, because obviously you're one of the few clubs. The reason the LDMC had changed is because maybe other clubs in the division felt that they were always on the end of it losing, but you were bang on the middle, right between maybe the top clubs, and you want to aspire to be in the top 6. So maybe you're suffering with this new format in the way that you might not be able to compete against those teams all season, which is what you wanted,
Yeah, of course. Look, that's it. But if you do, I suppose, if you were looking to come up, you set a goal, you want to stay up. And we did that last year. We did quite well, But I said, we were the other side. We got a couple of kind of heavy defeats last year as well. So I see the other side of the coin. I see where they're coming from up top, But yeah, look, it's a tricky one, we want to push on and do well. We aspire to do better. But if they're looking to make those kind of changes, I don't know, what can you do? You take away a couple of teams, you make it a division of 8 or 10 or something, maybe, as opposed to what it is now, I know you can't do it now this year, but it makes it that bit more competitive,
Yeah, obviously as well, the big signing for you is Danny O'Neill. He's an Irish junior international. He came back after a couple of years away with Janesborough. Is there any other signings that you can confirm that you have now for the new year?
Yeah, it was great to get Danny back. And obviously, I played with him here years ago as well, at Geraldines when he was just come up from a minor. But he's really improved, and he's gone up a couple of levels, So it's great to get him back, and it's great that we can make that kind of calibre of signing, Yeah, we got a few more coming on board. Kevin Barry signed with us last night as well. Not a great signing, Premier League experience, proven goal scorer, and obviously won the league with Janesborough last year as well, along with Danny. And we got a couple more. Barry Hartnett from Ballanty Rovers. I played with Barry years ago with Corby. I know what he can bring to the table as well, and we're kind of keen on it. There's a couple more kind of. Hopefully, we'll kind of get over the line before the season starts on Tuesday, say. But look, it's great that we can kind of attract those type of players coming in. When we come in a couple of years ago, we were struggling to get 11. So we've kind of gone up each year. So. Yeah, it looks great. It's great that we can get those type of players to the club,
Yeah, it's a funny one, because outside of your time under Paul O'Donnell, where you were up towards the top end, Geraldines have been renowned for being a club that were maybe a bit small for Premier Division standards and struggled at the bottom end of Premier, and then always way too strong at 1A level and always promoted. So I suppose the aim for you will be to have a team that is consistently in the Premier Division now and not battling relegation probably in most seasons. Yeah,
of course. Look, when we took over in 1A, it was a battle of a league, But we kind of said that we don't want to be that yo-yo club that kind of goes up and down. When we came up last year, we wanted to cement our place here and try to push on again. So hopefully, I think it was 7th or something we came last year. We want to push on again, break into the top 6. Be competitive with the top teams, and so we can be taken serious in a couple of years,
Yeah, you made the Munster Junior semi-final last year. Just came up against an all-conquering St Michael's. They obviously won the final. They're obviously due to play the FAI final, which has been going on for a long time. But you had that good run in the cup in FAI even as well, and you have that reputation as being some sort of a cup team. So I suppose the club in itself will be desperate to kind of bridge the gap of the 40-odd years since the Munster Junior title, and you'd never know, I suppose, this year.
Yeah, of course. Look, like we knew last year. We weren't going to win a league last year, but if we cement our place up here, but our bonus thing was the cup run. We strengthened with players as the season went on. So we were one of those teams you didn't want to draw Geraldines in the cup, and we proved that. We beat Janesborough in the Pearse Stadium. It was a great result, and we kind of kicked on, and we obviously got the result against Ballanty outside there as well, and we've kind of kicked on. So we don't want to be just that cup team either. We want to kind of push on again, but as being realistic, maybe the league is a bit too far away from us at the moment, but we could definitely with the side we have at the moment, I'd be very confident in any cup competition on our day we can be as good as anyone,
Yeah, and on your own personal note, I suppose a lot of people will be saying you're very young to be just on the coaching side of it. Are you due to play again this year for the whole season? Because you've been an asset to the team, I suppose, as well, with your experience as well on the field.
Yeah, kind of started off last year. I didn't play as much, but then with a couple of injuries and stuff, so I kind of kicked on after Christmas and supposed to start to enjoy it again really, and we kicked on towards the end of the year. I'm back enjoying it, so I'm back with a pre-season under the belt now, so looking to kick on next year. I suppose
it's been probably the most consistent pre-season the club has had in a while, in that you see obviously that Pike have had a change of management now, and there's been a lot of players leaving maybe and coming in and going at Janesborough. I said you seem to have just tipped away, got a couple of lads back that were here a couple of years ago, so it's probably been a very, very good pre-season, if you call it that. Anyway.
Yeah, of course. I tell you, it's probably our first proper decent one, that we've had like 2 sessions, 3 sessions a week, and like it comes with it. Like obviously Danny come back was great, but because Danny came back, it kind of has that domino effect. So actually, we can attract those players now. So the other people are kind of knocking on the door, saying, "Look, we'd love to play with Geraldines too, right?" So look, all you can do is hope for a good decent start. We kind of got a bit of the fixtures have been a bit of a nightmare to start,
Yeah, you obviously have Nina first, and I suppose obviously either Nina or someone to travel to Nina was going to draw the short straw in the first game of the year, and it will be tough, I suppose, to get travelling for a 6:30 kick-off on a Tuesday night. You have your last pre-season friendly tonight, I assume, against your B team in the final of the Memorial Cup, so you'll probably be trying to start as strong a team as you can to prepare for next Tuesday.
Yeah, of course. We're trying to get as many minutes under the belt, who maybe like some be coming back from holidays and stuff and everything. So it's about just taking us between last night and tonight, just getting game time really. But like in terms of Tuesday, though, it is a bit of a disaster because how good pre-season has been with all the organisation of everything kind of goes out the window, because like coming from 5 o'clock trying to get out from work all the way out to Nina for a 6:30 kick-off, logistically it's a nightmare. Trying to get out there on time and warm ups, everything kind of all goes out the window, So look, there's nothing you can do now. There's not going to make any excuses, but look, I suppose it could have been easier,